Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sisters Just Not God's Best for You, so Actualize and Shine podcast show. And today we will be talking about, we're back with like our second review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I have my guest with me, my homegirl, blessed be Brittany Brown. And we're going to talk about this show. I'm going to break it down scene by scene. So,
Mhm.
first and foremost, Brittany, how would you rate this episode on a scale of a B C D E F? Well, no E, the F scale.
I don't know. I think I give it an F. I don't think it was missing nothing. I had the drama. I had the cringy moments. I even like got teary eyed. So I think I give it about an F. It was good. It was really good. I watched it a few times actually.
But okay, I will give this episode like a C minus. It was
What was
it was.
missing?
I think. Well, our girl Miss Wanda, she's
Yeah,
not.
she
She
was
didn't
not
make enough
on
friends
there.
yet.
No, no.
um, Even though Tisha's family was messy, I did enjoy
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
was a
Mhm.
different
Yeah.
side not to see.
Mhm.
So I think we're just missing her. But
Yeah.
Melody Vaughn was interesting, so I can't wait to
Oh
talk about
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. That was really good. I like that one. I like Melanie Smile, honey.
Yeah. She got her sister. I mean, she got her daughters back. Like I could just
Yeah.
tell. So
Exactly. Exactly. I get the vibe that if her daughter was wrong, I feel like she would still hold Melanie accountable, though I feel like she's an
yeah.
honest person. That's the vibe
Right.
I get from her.
Yes, I agree. I get that vibe from her as well. But like, okay, but we'll talk about it. So
Yes,
let's
yes.
kick off with the first scene.
Okay, so the first scene is Maurice and Kimmy, but like scene one and scene two kind of went back and forth.
Hmm.
So the scene one was Maurice and Kimmy when Kimmy walked into his office and she wanted to talk about the situation with Tisha, and that's when we kind of go into scene two, where then you show Tisha and Marceau going back about the same situation.
Hmm.
Okay, so I don't know. My first initial, I don't know it's for you. A lot of women notice the different things when they first notice a man. For me, I hear women say when they first look at a man, it's the shoes. When I first look at a man, I'm looking at his ring finger. And
Hmm.
Maurice did not have on his ring. And I was just like,
Interesting. So like I didn't even pay
I noticed
attention.
no look at a man, his ring finger. And baby, he didn't have that ring on. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, okay, do you think because um they do that construction real estate work that maybe he had to, maybe take the ring off for a second, get his hands dirty, and they forgot to put it back on kind of thing?
The rubber ring, the rubber. The
They
rubber, yeah, he got to go get him a rubber ring. He got to get him a rubber one.
Oh, I didn't know that exists. Talk more about that.
Oh yeah, like the rubber ring. Like my stepdad is like a police officer,
Hmm.
so he don't want to wear chasing guys and on the fence and all of that. He don't want to wear a regular ring. So you just put on this little rubber ring. I think it's like maybe $20 if that. It stretches out and everything, but it's a ring. It
Hmm.
lets people know, hey, I'm taken. So I feel like for me, when you're married, for me a ring gonna be no go. You better get a tattoo or something on there. That ring can't be empty. I don't believe in that.
Interesting, and I'm so glad that you brought that out because I
Uh-huh,
never knew that. And
uh-huh.
ladies, I guess that's kind of not an excuse. I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, maybe, but there are alternatives. So if
Yeah,
you
sure is.
feel where you can get dirty, you can get a rubber ring. I never even knew that
Yes,
existed. So I'm
yes,
glad
yes.
you did
Yeah.
that.
But as far as the conversation, I like the conversation. I don't know. To me, Maurice is just like the best husband. Like he just is. The advice he gave her, the way they was vibing off of each other. But when Kimmy first got in there, I thought her voice sounded like she was about to cry.
Mm.
It's showing that she cared. And I've never known her to really care like that. She's kind of like nonchalant to a certain extent. But for me, it shows that she cares. And I don't know. I think the conversation was good. I like that they laughed and she was able to come to him and he gave her good advice. She felt like it. To me, it seems like they're on the same team.
Hmm.
Like Maurice, like more so sometimes during the last season, I feel like is he really on Tisha's team?
Yeah, I began that vibe from him too.
But I feel like he's getting better.
Okay, so a little side note. When
Okay.
I was watching, I think it was Funky Dinevah's review of last week's show.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
um, I read the comments and someone says, "Is it me? But does Marceau like secretly like strong women, like Melody? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like." Is he?
Yeah,
I was like, I'm getting that vibe too. Like
yeah,
he's a little flirty. It don't be
yeah.
disrespectful flirty, but I just see like a
Hmm.
different
Hmm. Hmm.
like switching him just when
Yeah.
he interacts with women like that versus
Hmm.
Tisha is like more submissive and stuff. Or I won't say
Hmm.
submissive, but she kind of like passive or quiet. I feel like she
Yeah.
don't upset
Yeah.
him. But for the
Hmm.
other ladies, like even the scene with him and Kimmy that we were talking about last week with the whole meal prep, I don't know.
Yeah.
He just seemed like really nicer around them.
Oh
I
yeah. I can get that vibe. When Melanie was going through her divorce, he met her with her at her office, and he was talking about her cleavage being out. And it was just like, why is you worried about this girl cleavage being out? So yeah, I get that vibe too, that he likes strong women, even though he don't want his wife to be that, because I guess he don't want her to become more attractive to other men of his
Mm,
caliber. I don't know, but yes, he definitely have a thing for strong women, but he don't want his wife to be that though, which is backwards. But okay,
that is
it's okay.
interesting. All
But
right.
so
Okay.
what did you think about the scene?
So okay, that scene was like you said, really good. I felt like you said, Maurice back in Kimmy, and I like what he said. Like, if she's expecting you to be anyone else other than Kimmy, then she's
Yeah.
mistaken. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna
Hmm.
be nothing but yourself, and I
Exactly.
appreciated that. But
Hmm.
me, I was like, oh my gosh! Like I was looking at the fashions, so I
Yeah.
really like that dress that Kimmy
Hmm.
came in
Yeah.
with, and I like that sweatsuit, that color that Tisha had on. I was like,
Hmm.
that's a really
Hmm.
pretty pink,
Yeah.
whatever color that was. And it just looked really nice on his skin tone. And I don't know.
Hmm.
So that's all
Whitney
I
is definitely winning. She's winning. The hair throughout the whole, oh my God, her hair through each scene Kimmy was in.
hmm
Oh Lord, I don't know what kind of what beautician she done switched up to, but baby Kimmy is bringing it this season. The hair game's on point, the fashion on point. I loved it. And
hmm
then I gotta look down at my notes because I'll be
Oh,
writing
no,
notes. But I
that's
like
fine.
also there was a pivotal moment for me was when Tisha acknowledged that her mom was the problem.
Oh, yeah.
That was big. I mean, let's call the circus. Let's see. She acknowledged that maybe the party went smoothly was because her mom was not there. So I really like that she acknowledged that because that's the first sign. You got to acknowledge the problem, that there's a problem. So I like that.
I'm trying to think, is her mom the problem though?
She definitely is the problem. Like she definitely is. Cause my thing is she like to call more so out on stuff, but that's
Mhm.
not your place. You know what I'm saying? If your
Okay.
daughter have a problem with him not wearing his ring or him, driving his nice car to the campsite, that's on you to acknowledge. Your mama don't have to confront your husband. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me ask this. Do
Okay.
you think that her mom, well, Tisha don't check her mom because maybe her mom is saying everything that she wants to say, but doesn't have like the guts to say?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that Tisha does see it because let's be honest. You raised with a mama like that notice everything. Tisha sees it. She just don't want to say it. Maybe it could be a thing to where I don't know. Maybe she feel like she can't get nobody else, or maybe she just I don't know. Like we always say, Tony Gaskins, like he said, if it ain't worth arguing over, it's not worth breaking up over. So I feel like maybe it's a thing to where she like it's not a big deal to her. Maybe she feel like it's not that important.
Okay. I never really thought of it like I like what you said. If your daughter isn't saying anything about it, then it's not your place.
Go sit
So
down.
even if she do feel that way, she's not going to speak up and say anything about it. She don't use your mom to do your dirty work. Yeah, you do got to kind of like, look,
Yeah,
mom, go back.
I think she do that though because she feel like her daughter not gonna say nothing.
But it's kind of like you just said, like, look, it's her daughter's the one that's in the relationship. Her daughter got to
Right.
how to speak up. You know what I mean? Maybe
Right.
it's not like you said worth arguing about or ending. So she just want to
Yeah.
keep the peace. I
Yeah.
mean, so
Yeah. I don't know.
okay,
I don't know. Then I also want to say, I also want to say when Marceau said that that's a typical women friendship. When they were in the green screen, and they were sitting, and she was like, "That's a frenemy." He was like, "No, that's how women are. Women like to pretty much knock each other down." And I don't like how he equated women friendships are stressful.
hmm I didn't like that either. He still got like a caveman like attitude, you know.
Yeah. I was just like, that is not it. Like, I don't know what you're saying or how you think it's supposed to go, but friendships don't female friendships don't work like that. But that just shows where his mindset is and how, even probably his mom and his wife, they don't have friendships like that where he can see them in a positive light. Because he didn't say some, he didn't say most. He pretty much was referring to all female friendships are like that, all of them.
Hmm.
So I feel like that was sad. It wasn't funny.
And I feel like someone in the comments was saying, no, friendships with Tisha is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like
Exactly.
being friends with her for
Yeah,
females is like that. But
exactly. But I don't know. I feel like it was a good introduction to the show. It was nice.
hmm, it was seeing the dual
Yes,
relationship back and
yes,
forth.
yes, yes.
Can
Okay.
I interject something?
Yeah.
Well, I'll wait till we talk about it. Let me write a note.
Okay.
We'll go ahead.
Okay. So do you want to go to scene three?
Yes.
Scene three is everything, honey. Scene three. So scene three is at Melanie's house when Martell comes to pick up the kids. So I mean, scene three also include Melanie's mama, honey. I ain't write her name down, but yes, Melanie mama and everything, baby. In scene three, and the kids and the whole kids. Okay.
Okay, and this is kind of where I want to get your
Okay.
opinion in on because, of course, I was reading comments and people
Uh-huh.
were saying, why didn't Melanie already have the kids ready at the door when it was time for him to like pick them up? You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
are they right to think that, or or do you feel like Melanie didn't have no other choice but to like use this opportunity to talk to him because maybe she couldn't get him on the phone otherwise? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. For me, co-parenting can look totally different. It just depends on where y'all are. Like even co-parenting, like with my ex-husband, sometimes he'll come in, sit on the couch. It just depends on where you guys are. But just for them, because for me it's case by case. So from where they are right now, I would have had those kids ready. I'd have met him at the drive. The drive. You wouldn't have to even pull into the driveway. Just pull
Mhm,
on right there to the side, and I'm jumping the kids in. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Then it's like that whole conversation that they had to have. I feel like it didn't even have to really be a conversation for me. Like,
mhm.
oh, thank you, Mr. Ladders. Thank you. I did it myself.
It looks good, girl.
Thank you. But she should have had the kids ready for sure. They toxic right now, so we don't have. The conversation wouldn't have been needed for me. I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with them because she
Mhm,
already know he's not going to change it. It's not
mhm.
going to change. But that's just me.
I like that you said that. Like, depending on where you guys are, and it was just a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too like hot right now. But
Hmm.
eventually, I agree. Like, I could see that. Like, oh, come on in. The kids will
Right.
be ready in a minute, but right now, here they go.
Right.
Or you may not even see me. The mom was there, so I would have my mom answer the door and make sure the
That's
kids.
good. Is that too? That too? That too? But
So
I don't know. For me, like it's like when he was ringing the doorbell, she was taking her time walking down them stairs. She was going slow. Then she started like blushing to a certain extent. I'm like, why is she smiling? You
right.
know? Did you catch the looks when he opened the door?
I didn't catch the look. Remember when they was like in a little confessional? At first, it was just her, and then it
I
went to him. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they doing like confession."
Yes, I wrote that down too. I think I wrote that down towards the
I
end. But
can't
yeah,
remember what scene that was, but I was like,
that
"Oh
was
my
right before the counseling. That was like scene six. But I was like, wow. Yeah, I put that down.
god!"
I put the sit down. Wow. Yeah.
Mm,
I did not see that going there. I was just like, wow. And then I mean her top and everything, but
mm.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But
Okay.
I felt like the talk, they was talking in circles. I feel like the talk was kind of like a waste of time because he didn't change his stance on it.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, her suggesting counseling, I thought that was a great idea. I thought that was really good that she wanted to suggest counseling. I don't know. Part of me felt like for what though, but then part of me was like, okay, maybe it's needed because she did see stuff that's going on with the kids. And now when she said that line saying she don't lie when it was going back and forth, and she said
Mhm.
I don't lie. Scorpio women do not lie. For the record, Scorpio women do not lie. Okay, so she wasn't telling no lies when she said
No.
that. Okay,
Okay.
and I don't know her mama. When he walked in and the mama confronted him, I love it.
But you see how he tried to hug her, and she
Ooh,
was like,
I ain't
"It
even give no hug, none. I love that. I like her mama kept the same energy, baby, the same
me
energy.
too." Me
I love
too.
it. And then you can tell how he feel about her mom. I feel like he's kind of not afraid, but her mom makes him nervous because he didn't even look her in her eye.
Hmm.
He looked her in her eye for like maybe 1 second, but he never even looked her. When you don't look me in my eye, I feel like I feel like you're intimidated. So I
Hmm.
feel like he was very intimidated. I mean, he had his head this way. He never looked her in her eye, and she let
Oh,
him have it.
oh yeah, I can't wait till next episode because it looks like they're gonna have a little sit down amongst each other.
Yeah, yeah. Which I feel like they should have been had, but I feel like the sit down is kind of a little bit too late.
Yeah, and even the scene where she was talking to Martell, I was like, you know what? Maybe they had to talk to each other because it is still a TV show. Like, even
Yeah,
though
yeah, yeah.
we're
And
watching.
that's how I feel too. But I feel like everybody needs a mom like Melanie. Everybody.
Melody mom is ride or die for her. Like, I love it.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
here about co-parenting.
I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to read the comment.
Yes, read the comment, Brittany.
Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about, but on the co-parent tip, the dropping off and picking up of my little girl be quick and easy. We meet up somewhere, she gets out the car and get into the other one. No combo needed. And see, and that's where everything is at. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if we to this point where we can't, you know what I'm saying, do all of that because of the history, that's how it needs to be. Like even in my video, I got a video for everything, honey. I forgot the name of my video. But like I was saying, we don't need to ask about how your mama doing, your cousin doing, how your day going. We don't need none of that. Okay, just come get these kids, and I'll have a little note for them in the backpack if you want to update. That's
Oh,
it. If we're there, that's what it is.
I wonder if Mr. Lathers could like elaborate because I'm curious to know like was it always like this with the co-parent, the dropping off kind of thing?
Hmm.
Do you see yourself of maybe like your ex girlfriend or wife
Hmm. Hmm.
coming to your house and vice versa, or right
Hmm.
now it's a neutral place for the both of you guys, a mutual, you're
I
neutral.
can't wait for the response either because I know the story.
Oh, oh, okay. I just will find that interesting. Like,
I know the story, so let him answer it though. Let him answer it. Let him answer it.
okay.
But another thing is just the childishness when the mom was like, just you ain't got to explain like because she was tired of it. She tired of his crap. And when he was like, children, your grandmother's putting up, I'm just like, that just shows how childish he is. Just when I think Martell has grown, the children wouldn't have even known that if you wouldn't have even said that. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that scene, it just made me cringe. I was cringing the whole time. I thought she was gonna jump on him. Like it was crazy.
Oh, yeah, Brittany, I want to like throw this in too, because like I said, I just be like watching clips, reading the comments,
Hmm.
just in
Hmm.
case I bring out something here. I've
Hmm.
been noticing that even men are
Hmm.
annoyed by Martell. They're just
Yeah,
like, I don't see how Melanie did it. Usually,
yeah,
men don't even like comment on
yeah,
stuff like that, but
yeah,
if men is upset by him, that let me know like, okay, he
yeah.
is.
He definitely not the norm. But see, he probably had Melanie scared and stuck, saying, "You ain't gonna find nobody like this. You ain't gonna find nobody like this." Like she will. She's gonna find
Yeah.
somebody better, actually, better.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
that's all I have to say about that scene. It was cringy, and the eye contact for me really stuck out. I've never looked her in her eye.
Oh, I meant to tell you. So while I was watching the show,
Mhm.
on Twitter, I looked
Mhm.
up the hashtag and stuff like that. Melody said that it was not meant for them to be dressed alike. And isn't
Oh,
that
I didn't
interesting?
even notice that they were dressed alike.
I didn't even notice that they was like, she was like, we did not coordinate our outfits because they both had on like black or something. I didn't realize it either
Oh,
until she said it. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to go look
she,
at that. I didn't even notice they was coordinated. I ain't even
mhm.
noticed.
She was like,
That's
just for
good.
the
I
record.
ain't noticed.
Me neither. But go see. I'm gonna see if I could pull up that tweet real quick. But go ahead to the
Okay.
next one.
Um. So scene 4 is pretty much with Monster, Maurice, Kimmy, and Kaiwa.
Okay, so this one I want to ask you because again in the comments,
Hmm.
someone was like, if they want Monster to grow up, they need to stop calling him Monster. And then someone was like, that's his legal name, and I'm like, yeah, I thought that is his real name. So I wanted to ask you, is Monster his real name, or that's just
I
like
don't
his
think so because when he came up in the title, it said Maurice Jr. and then it
oh
had Monster in the quotations or whatever it is. So Monster is definitely not his real name. He's Maurice
oh
Jr. Yeah,
okay.
he's
Couldn't
he's
figure it
Maurice
out.
Jr.
Like, They
Because I
do
said
that.
the same thing. That's I find that so funny. I was watching it last night with my oldest daughter, and I was saying that because I'm trying to write down the scenes, and I'm like, is this real name Monster? So when I rewind it said Maurice Jr.
Okay, because literally even
Uh-huh.
last season they kept calling him that.
Yeah,
He never said nothing other than monster. So I'm like,
yeah. So he's Maurice Jr. But the conversation, I mean, I like how they can pick up the phone call, Kaiwa, and it seemed like they is, you know, they growing. But for me, the thing that stuck out to me most in that scene was when they did that flashback of Tisha talking to Kaiwa.
oh yeah.
And that brought me back to like, okay, so Kimmy was not lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did not have my bag. You sitting there talking to her. You get
Hmm.
what I'm saying? You understand and trying to relate to her, but you didn't have my back. So throughout that scene, that was the most pivotal moment to me to show, okay, Kimmy is definitely not wrong. I didn't think she was wrong before, but now she's definitely not really wrong for, how she's moving and letting Tisha know, hey, you didn't have my back, so don't expect the same thing from me.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm glad they pulled up the receipt.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they did that. That was good. And then Maurice did not have his ring on again. Just saying.
I cannot. Okay, now episode 3, I'm gonna be looking. I'm now
Yeah.
that you said it, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
looking.
he ain't had that ring on now. And I also like how Kimmy wants to be included.
Let's talk about that
Yeah.
because comments were saying, "Dang, it feels like Monster, Maurice, and Kyle just need to have a conversation amongst them three.
Yeah.
Does does her as does she have a place as a bonus mom, or can Maurice not relate to her what's going on? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's how would you navigate that situation, or you can give an example of somebody you know or something, but like,
Mhm.
is it appropriate for the bonus mom or the bonus dad to be in the mix like that, or can just the actual mom, dad, and the
Mhm.
son or daughter should it just stay with them? Like, you know?
For me, I feel like it's case by case. Like I feel like a lot of stuff when it comes to blended families, I feel like it's case by case, whatever you feel comfortable with. Now for me personally, if I dated a guy and we're married, we stay in the house and they discuss in school, I get what Kimmy say, hey, right here, hey. I love when she said that. Like Marisa literally get on the phone with them and act like she's not there. And she lets them know, no, I'm right here. So for me, I get that because that's kind of like how I would be because you're staying in my house and I'm
Mhm,
sure some days I got to drop you off at school. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
mhm,
I'm the bonus mom to where, the daddy pretty much, they got it so tight to where they really just dropping off, picking up, it's not messing with my schedule, then I don't, I let them do their thing. But if I'm dropping off, I'm cooking dinner, you know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm right here and we're going to all discuss this, okay? Because I'm on the field too. So I feel
mhm.
like it's just going to be case by case, but I'm with Kimmy on that one. I'm right
Okay,
here.
that's
So,
interesting. All right, I
yeah.
didn't 'cause when they said that, I was like, oh, that's an interesting perspective. I don't have experience in either one, so I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to get Brittany's insider perspective on it because I was like, oh, okay, is she stepping her bounds? I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I feel like with the stepping, like he stays here in my house. Like, let's get it together. Like, I feel
Okay.
like Kimmy is 100% right. Like, I gotta stay in that because guess what? If Kimmy goes somewhere with Monster and it's just them two, and something happens to him, she's gonna be here responsible. If somebody's picking on him and she's present, that's really, that's kind of like her son. They're married.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's rightfully so that she have a say. They are married, and for me, like I like Ti and Tiny. No, they're not relationship goals to me, but the way
Mm-hmm.
they blend their family and the way
Mm-hmm.
you don't know who kids is what, and it took me a moment to find out that those kids was not Tiny kids, and that the
Mm-hmm.
oldest was not for Ti. Because when you blend your family and you marry somebody, we is one we under one umbrella, and
I
we're
like.
gonna treat it and we're gonna treat it just like that.
Mm-hmm. I
So
respect it. Okay. I
that
like
I
it.
don't know. For me, it was just the growth. I like the whole scene for the growth of it all.
Oh, I also want to say about this scene.
Mhm.
Monster is such a handsome young man. Like, he looked like
Yeah,
both of them combined so nicely, more like his
yeah,
mom does.
more like
But
his
he's
mom. Yes.
so adorable. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
he is so
Yeah, he
cute."
definitely grew into it. He was handsome before, but he was, yeah, looking at him, he tall. I'm like, wow. Yeah, he's definitely growing into himself. Definitely,
Oh.
definitely. They got to watch him. They got to watch him. Watch the girls. Watch the little young girls, honey. Yes. Yes.
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So
But I don't know. I don't know. For me, the scene was growth. Then Kyle invited them somewhere. So I don't know. For me, that's definitely my favorite couple. Like I just like I was telling my oldest daughter when we was watching it again. Like I love how to me even Melanie and Martell, I like them as a couple, but I think I like the look they gave. But as far as Kimmy and Maurice, they're my best couple because I like how they don't argue. They're showing black homes in a good light. Like we don't always got to be drama. You get what I'm saying? And even though it makes for good TV, sometimes it's good to see a nice black married couple co-parenting and just doing their thing. So that stuck out to me. That's what I got to when I watched that scene.
You said something just then when you said you liked how Melody and Martell looked.
Yeah,
I find that interesting because they
yeah,
like do look very good on the outside, but it
yeah,
goes to show that just because things look nice on the outside could be chaos and drama
yeah, hmm
underneath all of that.
yeah,
So at least with Maurice and Kimmy, they're kind of showing their ups and downs, and
yeah,
it just makes them more relatable. Like, oh,
exactly.
we get,
Yeah,
okay, I can see myself or my family in
yeah,
them.
and they're getting through it.
Right. Like you said,
Hmm.
it's the growth for me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for me too. For me.
mhm, okay.
Okay, so do you want to go to scene 5?
Yes. Whatever is next. And then our little side thing, after
Hmm.
we go through all the scenes, because I got some tea on Twitter for us to go through. So I'm gonna share my screen and then we're gonna like
Good.
look at some stuff. So
Okay, so scene 5 is Melody and Tiffany, which is her friend. Um, I don't really have too much to say about that, but I love to see it though. I think Tiffany seems like a good friend to have.
hmm I really didn't have much to say about it either. I remember because she's married now too, right?
Yeah, she's divorced and she's remarried. So that's
Okay.
good to have a friend that's relatable. And I like how she went into detail with Melanie to let her know and was asking about her. I like that because a lot of people just so selfish. They don't really ask how you doing, and then they don't have good advice either.
hmm
I
I
like
also
that.
like it too, and I really like this post marriage Melody because she's just getting into herself. I don't. She's
Yes.
doing everything that I want women to do now as singles. Like she's just
Yeah.
loving herself, doing her music, just going
Hmm.
after the. She always wanted to try. She's just like
Yeah.
not letting no
Yeah.
grass beneath her
Yeah.
feet. Just and I like that. Like I think she said something like that. I'm learning how to love myself again, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm liking this Melody.
Yeah.
I really am. And I
And that's
know that makes you narcissist proof. When you really
yeah.
love yourself,
Yeah.
you don't get a Martell. Ugh.
Right. And
Then
that
that's
just to show that she
all
wasn't the problem. She wasn't the
yeah.
problem. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you leave a relationship and you feel like a burden left out, a burden lifted off your shoulder, that means you was in the wrong relationship.
Mm, very true.
Yeah. So I like that she have that feeling. I thought it was nice though. I feel like Tiffany is the friend to have, honey.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like she's gonna cause problems later, what it's looking like, but
Oh
she
gosh, yes.
she look like she's a good friend to have though.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Do you have anything else to say about that scene? Because we're doing good on time. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
We're good.
Yes. No, nothing on that scene.
Okay.
Nothing.
Then scene 6 was Chris and Martell. Now that kind of guy, I was like cringing, like, oh my god, they about to fight. But yes, I feel like I was watching Love and Hip Hop just for a moment. I had flashbacks because that's how it ended on Love and Hip Hop. But Chris and Martell, what you think about that?
Well, you see, it's not about their house. That's the same place that they was when Melody threw that glass at him last
Yeah,
season. Something about that deck. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that place, but it just causes up
yeah.
drama or there. But
It's, you know
is
what
it?
though? I'm sorry.
No, you go.
No, I have wrote down the melody joke. When I after the scene, I put the melody joke because that was the first thing that came out. They had me bawling when he walked up to the house and he said he was like, "Okay, is Melanie gonna pop out?" I was just
Yeah,
like,
it
that was too funny. It was just like, but you started that though. I don't feel like you can't poke a bear and then wonder how they gonna react. So I feel like he got what he deserved. He just better be lucky that glass and hit him.
right. Can't believe he said that. And like every time when they play, I'm just like the nerve of him.
Right, exactly. Keep saying the same thing. But do you feel like Chris is wrong? Do you feel like the way he moved was wrong?
No, because if whoever wanted Melody, he was just doing his part. They actually
Hmm.
doing him a courtesy by even telling him. You lucky we even told you what's going on because
Hmm.
the people with the money is asking for her. So we just doing this out of niceties. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't think he was wrong. It's not business. It's not personal. It's just business. And I really feel like Chris is a nice looking older man too.
Oh Lord, see we don't want. Oh, yeah, he definitely cute.
Yeah.
He cute, but then when I hear about that cheating he did, I'm just like, yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
I I cannot deal with a cheat. I'm sorry. It's just a no go for me. But
Mhm.
yeah, he's definitely an attractive youngin.
What?
He's definitely attractive and older.
Don't Chris seem like humbled by the experience? Martell just don't seem humbled. Like you know what I mean? I get the vibe that Chris is like really sorry for what he did. Unlike Martell, I feel like Martell don't
Yeah,
care,
yeah. It
or
seemed like
maybe
Chris made changes.
it didn't hit Martell yet. I think Martell
No,
cared, just didn't hit him yet. So
right, right. I don't know. For me, I feel like Chris was wrong too. But then for I don't know. For me, when Martell went into it and started explaining it, I kind of get what Martell is saying. Honestly, I feel like Chris is in the wrong. I do because I get that it's business and all of that. But I feel like overall, I don't feel like he was wrong. But I feel like the order was wrong. He did it in the wrong order.
oh
I
okay.
feel like I feel like he should have came to Martell first and then get the energy from there. You know what I'm saying? Martell said he can pull permits. So I feel like he should have went to his friend first. He shouldn't have skipped over Martell, go to a million, and then go back. So I get why Martell was mad. That would have kind of upset me too, because that's not the protocol. The protocol was off for me. So I,
I
I get it.
I thought they requested Melody though.
It don't matter. Yeah, for me, like for me, I don't know how often I'm gonna say this, but I side with Martell this time. I don't know if I'm gonna ever say that again, but I
Mhm.
side with him this time. Like Martell said, I'm putting money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came time to sell it, you was my guy. You know what I'm saying? So why you doing that to me? So for me, I get business and personal as separated, but at the same time, we friends now. Don't get it twisted, because they probably known each other before we even had business to deal with. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So you talking about separate business from personal? We're gonna deal with the first and foremost, and that's personal. So I agree with Martell. I feel like everything he said was right. Everything he said was right.
Okay.
Yes, he got mad and heated, and I was like, he deserved it. I mean, I wouldn't want my friend to do that to me. Like, you got to be out your mind. You go to my ex? No, that's a no go for me. Then he said man code. I'm like, whatever, man code. But yeah, and I don't know, but that just to show that Melody definitely was the brain. She got her license,
Yeah, she passed the
and
test.
they working on theirs.
Mhm.
Okay,
Melody.
that's just the show she got it going on, baby. Do you
Uh-huh.
have anything else to say about that scene? Because it was heated.
Yeah, no, no, nothing else.
Okay, okay. So then we go to the last and final scene, which was a long one. But that was Melanie and Martell.
Hmm.
I got so much stuff wrote down about this, it don't make no sense.
Really? Okay,
I want to
so
start with them pants though. The way Martell is dressing, he about to bust out his clothes.
he is too big for those what he's wearing,
What is
and
going
his
on with
height.
him?
Yeah, his height is
Yes,
about
yes,
him. I can imagine. Like he always looking like swole.
yes. I'm
I,
like, when he first went with Chris, I'm like, them pants tight. But it looked like they got even tighter when he met up with Mel. I'm like, I cannot. And then
you
Melanie was dressed, huh?
you telling a good point because
Yes.
his was tighter than Melody's in that scene.
Yes. I'm just like, is that a thing? Like, that might be a thing when
I
you
know
just feel like you're about to bust out your clothes.
that
I ain't
halt or
like that.
something. Uh,
Yeah. Like all he had to do was do this. And they would have just ripped off right up off him.
right.
And
It's a
Mel was
bird.
dressed like she was 18 in that scene, 18. The hair was red. Her stomach was half cut. The shoes. She gave me, to be honest, she gave me like 70s vibes. She gave me 70s vibes the way she was dressed, the colors and all of that. It was cute, but she dressed. It was like really like she was like not like I'm about to go meet my ex. She didn't give I'm about to go meet my ex like that. I'm about to dress it up. But she gave me like I'm about to go meet my ex and I'm about to try. It looked like maybe the night before was kind of rough. Like she woke up late.
Mm.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it gives me. I'm going to see my ex. I'm about to dress nice and have tight pants on, show my stomach. But I woke up late. I ain't got time to do my hair, so I'm gonna just brush my hair down. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Uh-huh.
just brush it down. That's the vibe I got. That for us the fashions.
Hmm.
And
I
then
can
I
see.
had to sit down. We was talking about like, okay, I feel like the show really brought it to us. They gave us what we wanted. Like for me, I like it. I was like, wow, but I kind of wanted that though
Hmm.
when they did that sit down.
Yes. And oh, by the way, were they talking about the man doctor was are they talking about the doctor from last season that Martell used to like have
Hmm.
one with? Oh, okay. They didn't do a flashback for me to know for sure, but I'm like, I wonder if they
Yeah,
talking about that guy.
yeah. I believe it was talking about him, but I was confused too though because it was like, what do you mean? Like I feel like he was good.
Exactly.
I
See,
liked him. I think he was a good one.
Martell don't like people holding him accountable.
Exactly. Exactly.
He actually let Martell get away with a lot
He
when
sure did. Because after the baby situation, he was telling him that he a good man and kind of trying to let him down easily. And I was like, no.
right.
When he said that, I said, okay, we need to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I feel like all this time you've been building up and letting him have it when he was cheating. Now he did the ultimate betrayal and had a baby too, where you let him off easy. I'm like, no, it's not supposed to be this way. But I'm happy they got rid of him though. I really am. I really am. But and for me, the thing that I put in caps was when Melanie said, "Get out of God's way." When sometimes you just have to get out of God's way. And
Yeah.
for me, I was like, yes, I love it. She had to get out of God's way and let Martell go through what he needs to go through on his own. I love that she said that.
I agree.
Um, then it was I put the shade.
What part was shady? I'm trying
She
to think.
was shady. Let me see what part was shady. Okay, the part that comes out for me, the shade was when he was crying and even though she was calling herself uplifting him, because you got 5 kids now. It's just like, what that got to do with you? Like, why are you bringing up my 5 kids?
Want to
Even though
throw
I
that
didn't like
label out
that.
there.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like how you said I got 5 kids, and then they was doing something else where they walked up to each other and they was just saying some like shady stuff. Oh, when she was like, God dog, and when she was like, word on the curb is, um,
You put me on blonde hair.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. That's why I meant the shade too. When she came with something different, I think the introduction when they seen each other was good. She's like, "Hey, Martell." I don't know the way she say his name to me. It's just funny. She was like, "Hey, Martell," and they hugged and they embraced. I felt like I was happy to see it.
Yeah, cause she's over it. Like
Yeah,
she's happy. It's
yeah,
him that is like you can
yeah,
tell in his like it's really
yeah.
hitting him. Like, dang,
Oh yeah,
he's not with me no more. Dang,
yeah.
she really did leave. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Versus her,
Yeah,
like she's like, I'm gonna be okay. What you
yeah,
thought this was?
yeah. And I see a lot of myself when I was going through my divorce and Melanie. And when I was divorced, I really see myself, not only the Scorpio, but just going through a divorce. I can tell she really is over it for the most part. And she really do want the best for him still, even after he did that. Because they grew up together. And that's how I was. We literally grew up together, the same struggle. You don't never want to see, like she said, you can't see a person that you love crying and feeling like that, and you just don't feel nothing for them. So
Mhm.
I 100% get that because she's even though he did that to her, she know that he's deep down can be a good person. He just going through some stuff,
Mhm.
and she knows that whatever he goes through that affects their kids.
Mhm.
So I felt that when she said that.
Well, can you help me understand why he like moved her hand when she was trying to like comfort him? She had not done that. Like, what was that
I
about?
I feel like Melanie is over it and she still considers him a friend. Like she still cares about him, but I feel like he have to put this wall up because he really wants her back and he wants his family back. It's just like that ex that you want back and you got to stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? Because if I come around you, I'm gonna get weak. and I'm a fall. You get what I'm saying? Because on the sideline, I'm trying to build myself up like I can live without you. I don't want you. I don't need you. Sometimes when you're trying to get over an edge, you'll build hatred just to keep that wall up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Hey Arnold, where Helga is so mean and ugly to Arnold, but she's like, oh, Arnold, whenever she by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So
She
I feel
really
like
was.
that's what it was. I feel like yeah, I feel like it's that wall. I feel like he probably melted inside when she touched him.
Oh, that's good. Somebody in the comments said, because a lot of people was like, see, look at Melody still be nice to him. And that's
Yes,
it. He not reciprocate, but then someone was
yes,
like, no, it's really
yeah,
because he is
yeah,
weak for her. You know what I mean?
exactly,
So he
exactly.
would have maybe like melted and
Yeah,
he had to like get off of me.
they said that for real in the comments.
Yes, for real.
And see,
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
watch Funky Dynamic reviews, but because we're reviewing, I like to watch his after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
yeah, this was on like you know how OWN be doing the little clips.
Uh huh. Uh
So
huh.
somebody wrote that in the comments. They was like, "Oh
That's
no, yeah."
crazy.
They say exactly what you said.
Yeah. Uh
Oh
huh.
no, they was like, "I see this differently. I think it's because Martell still got feelings for her, and it was
Yes.
just." And so it's
Yeah.
funny that you said that. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I want to get your opinion. Like, what do you
Yes,
think it was?"
yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's fact. So that's why, even though it looks like, oh wow, some people may say, oh, he really done with her, but no, he doing that because he trying to protect himself and have that guard up because he really trying to get over her and don't show me that. So, hey, Braylon.
Oh, I like that. So, any last thoughts before I hop on Twitter?
Okay, let me make sure I go through my notes. And I would say that I like the openness of how open they were, and I like how vulnerable Martell was. And
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say that that wall will always stay there if Melanie continued to throw the shade that she's throwing. I feel like they were having a conversation. He was becoming very open. I've never seen that side of him before when he was, crying. And I was like, wow, I like that. I like when men can be open, real men cry. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like soon as he let the wall up, you came and attacked him when you talked about that child. So then the wall goes right back down. And I feel like that it's, even though it seems like she's kind of over it, she's not really over it. You know what I'm saying? She's still not 100. I feel like Melanie may be 85% over it, but she's not 100% over it because you're still making jabs about that third child. And when he said, I take care of my child, yes, I do, she got quiet because it's still a soft spot for her.
Yeah, and
And I don't know, but to some extent she is showing forgiveness to me. And I mean, that was just it. It's gonna always be a struggle until they get there. It's just gonna always be that until they finally, get on the path. But I like how honest the therapist was, and she was authentic, and she talked about her own personal growth and what she got going on. So I like that too. That's a
I
good
like
therapist to have.
right. Like she's been where they are.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
like it too.
yeah,
That was a good move, a good person that they suggested for
yeah.
them to like reach out to.
Hmm.
And that's another thing. I feel like you said, Melody is 85% there, which is to be expected. Like I
Yeah,
could they've been together for years, have kids
yeah,
together. I know that she couldn't be over like that. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
So she's making the kind of progress that you would expect for someone that's trying to like
Yeah,
but like you said, still like something there, which is to be
yeah.
expected.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. True. True.
I got some tea for us on Twitter
Let's
based
go,
off
honey.
this what we talked about. I was just like, oh my gosh, we just talked about this.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. It's gonna share us, but hold on, let me go back to Twitter. Here we go.
Yes, honey. Look
Can you
at
see
him,
it?
honey.
Can you see it on Twitter?
With Carlos King.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now we figured out the what who remember we was like, what's this scene? Like we are
Yeah.
they together? Now we see it was him that orchestrated
Yeah.
it.
He did good though. I like to see it. I like to see it. But then Martell, but no, the only reason why I want you back is because of the kids. Baby, you lying. You lying. You
Mm-hmm.
lying. You still want this back, baby. It is okay. Like it's okay to want your family back, baby. It's okay.
The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
No, it's not. But I don't know. Marcel want his family back. But see that energy he keep putting off, he'll never get her back. But see, he trying to keep that side chick happy.
Yeah, and she is not going to. There's no other Melanie. You know what I
You
mean?
saw they was on date night though. Did you see that on the blogs?
The I mean the girl.
Yeah, they were on date night. His watch. They was at the sugar factory, I believe, and his watch moved the cup so she can film her story. And yeah, they were deaf. She said date night. So I mean, he's still dating her and all of that, but he'll never marry her.
Nope. Because they said that she's gonna have some sort of resentment towards him. I mean, he'll have some sort of resentment towards her because he's just wanted
Yeah,
to do everything because of her.
yeah,
So not because of her, but because he allowed it to happen. I think I heard Funky Dineva say that. So
yeah.
good.
I mean,
So
she's not gonna be it.
remember this scene? I was laughing because
Yeah.
she was not feeling. My mom was not
No,
feeling her.
she didn't even reach out to hug him at all. She did not want no hug.
No, but I gotta find where Melody was. She was like, I did. She did look cute here. She was
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
telling you, I was not trying. Oh wait. Oh, here she go. Let me go to her Twitter page where she said, "We did not mean to dress alike." Let's see, 18 hours ago. Mm, 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 mm.
I ain't even noticed that. Normally, I'll be noticing every little thing. I did not notice it was just like, but Martell did that. He did that. He knows she was gonna wear black.
I didn't notice that either. I know she said I seen it during the. Let me see. Oh, here we go. We didn't plan to color coordinate either.
Wow.
Look. This is how you look when your ex is coming to get their kids. So you was right. She was trying to
Yeah,
you picked it up. She said
yeah.
her own self.
Oh
See,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That for me, some people be like when people see me dressed down, they'll be like, "You ain't that," because I'm not. Normally, I'm dressed up. When I leave out, I'm dressed. They be like, "Why you be doing the most?" Because baby, I don't know what ex I'm gonna see, baby.
and
It's gonna be a show every time you see me. All right, every time you see
mhm,
me,
that's the
you gonna
same
be
thing.
ready, honey.
Well, everybody had their little thoughts of what Monique was saying with the whole Bonnet situation.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? You should dress as if going out you may run into your ex and he
yeah,
with his new girl. So you
yeah,
gotta like show you just
yeah.
because you won't feel a certain type of way if you got a bonnet on. You see him, you gonna try to
Exactly.
avoid him.
That you gonna be high and be towed up. You get what I'm saying? Like that's embarrassing because they'll be like, "Good, ooh, I'm so happy." Ooh,
Exactly.
she
So
going down the train. That's what they'll think. She don't let herself go.
right, because I'm not with her no more. No, you won't. No, you won't.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I agree with you. You never know who you may see, but yep. So I didn't realize, like you said, that they were dressed sort of similar until I seen her tweet that. So, girl.
I ain't
Mm,
noticed it, but I don't know. You got to always be on your game, even from high school, baby. I look at people from high school and be like, "Sheesh, sheesh, what is sheesh, sheesh?" I be like, "Oh, yeah, they definitely let themselves go," and I don't want to be that girl. I do
exactly.
not want to be that girl.
Me neither. I want to stay on. If
You
anything, I
got
want to get
to.
better year by year.
Period. You get me? Because I know what I be thinking when I see people. I be like, "Ooh," but gotta make sure
Mhm.
you gotta keep it together.
I agree.
I don't
I'm
know.
about to read some more of these tweets real quick. Seeing Tisha talking to Kiwa and Kimmy just gets me mad all over again. Didn't you say that same thing? And
Yeah,
then she want to cry talking about Kimmy ain't being a real friend.
exactly. See, I forgot about that until they played that back, and it's like, okay, I don't like that. Then talking about hopefully she'll come around. No, she don't need to come around.
Hmm.
No,
You are so right.
I like that one. She said moving forward, but she never seems to do it. I should get on Twitter more. I have a Twitter account, but I should get on Twitter more. I really should.
For these like things, you know what I mean? To see like
Mhm.
I said the same thing. Like,
Yes.
oh, this was Kimmy. She did look cute in this picture.
Baby,
She did
let me
look
tell you
cute.
something. Kimmy is bringing it this season.
Mhm.
Everything is on point. I don't have nothing bad to say about the fashions, the hairs. Kimmy is doing it. You hear me?
Mhm.
She goes.
She should tag her glam squad.
She definitely should. They're gonna definitely get some good business, baby. She looks amazing. Okay.
You know what show we should talk about? Bells. I don't know when they coming back on, but I actually like that show.
What is
Um,
Bells?
remember Bells? Remember the show on? Let me Google real quick.
I don't think I ever watched it. I don't think I ever watched it.
The Bells Collective. That's what it was.
I've never watched
Um,
it.
oh, it was good.
I've
Collective.
never watched it.
It came on as well.
I see
It
the
shows
previews and all of that stuff. It was really good though.
it was really good. It was
What is
good.
it? Season
That show
two?
was. Say it again.
That's season two.
This is season one. Season two hasn't came on yet,
Okay,
but
okay, yeah, yeah. I
I
may
was like,
try to catch up and binge watch it. You know what? I be trying to stop myself from watching so much TV. I be trying, especially when I'm about to start school too, because I
mhm.
that stuff can be addicting. That TV. But then I heard people say that that was okay. They didn't really like it either. So I kind of got mixed reviews on it. But since you
Mhm.
said it's good and we both kind of got the same, the same taste in
Right.
shows, I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch. I'm gonna have to go ahead and try to watch that.
I think you should on your down. Sometimes, really, I just be needing shows to watch while I eat because I don't
Yeah,
know. So I
yeah.
feel like it's that kind of show. You can kind of watch it while you eat if you need something to watch real quick. Can't find them,
Hmm.
just like one of those
Hmm.
shows.
So
But
you feel
I
like it's
think
on the statue as Love and as Love and Marriage, and it's on the same statue as that and Ready for Love. It's like,
it is, except for like all these women are doing something in business. Like the
yeah.
one girl, she inspired me. This was the first time I seen something like this. But the one girl, she sells hair, and she put her bundles in vending machines,
Hmm.
and she had it in the mall, and it sold out. It was like a line. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so innovative. I love that. So it's that kind
Okay.
of show. Like they got their little businesses. One is like a psychologist lady. The other one, like they all do something like
Okay.
business related. And it's
Okay.
just like we're trying to be friends. And then it's also in the South. So it also gives that, how they had to deal with racism and stuff.
Hmm.
It's in Mississippi. Yeah. It's
Okay.
in
So
Mississippi.
question.
Yeah. So
Okay. So.
I learned a little history about this one
Hmm.
street that was like really famous there. I forgot
Okay.
what it's called, but it's a good show. I
Okay.
think
So.
it's over
Okay.
from
So let's say this.
Tennessee.
Say
Go ahead.
Love and Marriage. Say Love and Marriage.
Hmm.
Say the Bell Collective, and let's say Ready for Love. They you got them pre-recorded. They all recorded. You haven't seen the newest episode. Which
Hmm.
one you gonna watch first?
Ready
Well,
to
I want to
Love.
know the order because I want to know how hot this show is. What's the order of which one you gonna watch first to last?
And it could be because of where I'm at in life, but it will
Okay.
be Ready to Love, Bells
Okay.
Collective, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because at the same time,
Okay.
I feel like I can watch this show, but
Huh?
I never been married and I don't
Yeah.
have kids. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a show to watch, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't have too much to say. I mean, I do. I
Well, I'm
can
gonna have
pull
to watch it
something.
then. I'm gonna have to watch it. You put it in that order. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna
I
binge
feel
watch
like
it.
because old girl, and then it's the girl with the hair. She dating like an older man, so it's
My
it's like
God.
interesting. Yeah, like there's so it gives that dynamics. Like this one girl, it's really good. It's good.
How older is the guy? How old is he?
He's like in his 40. Like basically, he got kids her age, and she's like
How
our
old is
age.
too old? How old is too old? How old is too old?
Let
Like
me
for
Google.
you, how old is too old for you?
Well, you look. I got this from Tony, and it makes a lot of
Sorry.
sense. It's like you should stay within like 4 years older and younger. And I do agree that women, this is my opinion, women
Uh-huh.
probably shouldn't date younger because you know how mature we are.
Yeah.
So I get it from the 4 years perspective, maybe 4 or 5. Because
Hmm.
like you say, you want to be in the same kind of generation. Like we know the same music, the same stuff. You know what I
But
mean?
whatever you have an old soul though, like me, I have a really old soul.
I have an old soul too, but I guess no, okay. I feel like the oldest I probably could do is 38. And that's 8 years older than me. It's probably the oldest I could do.
I'll probably do like 45. That'll be the oldest for me. And I'm 31. So I think I
Okay.
can go to 45 because I love some old music. I love in the heat of the night. I can sit down and watch the good times and the
Girl, I was
Jeffersons.
just watching Good Times.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I
Mhm.
can go a little older because I'm such an old soul. I like to stay inside. I don't like to go out. So I
Mhm.
think if he look young and he's nice, I can do 45. That's the oldest.
Okay. Well, side, let me pick your brain a little bit more.
Okay.
Um, would you marry him?
Oh yeah, like if we vibe and have that connection, of course, yeah.
Okay. So, because what came to me was
Mhm.
you don't want to go too old because look at Nene and Greg. Like, why, even though like it was fine when they were still somewhat younger, but
Mhm.
then if he's like too old and you're still kind of young, where you still are like vibrant, but he's old and you kind of have to take care of him, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that part for me.
I don't know. I feel like they still together though. Like combined, even though they got their divorce, they've been together longer than so many other marriages. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? For me, I feel like that kind of comes with it. You can get sick in your 30s. You can get sick in your 20s. I just feel like life just have certain stuff for people. They have some people that are 50 and 60 and they've never been sick. But I feel like that just comes with marriage, the sickness and in health. But oh yeah, I would 45 if he looked good and baby, we can definitely sit on that couch and all that. All
But
that.
it's just like, but what if there is sometimes where you want to do something adventurous and exciting? It's like he's older and he may not be able to like keep up with you. Like, all right, I want to go bungee
Friends,
jumping,
friends,
skydiving, or
my
something.
friends, my friends to go with me, and he'll
That's
be
a
at
good
home.
point. You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Like,
my friends to go with me, and my boo that be at home. I FaceTime my boo.
that's true. Yeah, because your man don't have to be your everything.
No, he don't. Mo,
But
I go with my
that's
friends. When I want to do something fun, he wants to. I go with my friends, baby, and I, send him a picture, honey.
that's a good point. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah.
you know.
Hmm. Yes. That's a good point. Well, I'm glad I got your perspective on it because some.
Yes, yes, yes. Now I
Hmm.
don't believe that age ain't nothing but a number. Now I don't believe that, but I would go 45. But as far as I don't like younger men though. Like I probably go 30, and I'm 31. I do not
Right.
like young men. I don't
Yeah,
like young guys. So,
I definitely understand. Definitely
but it was
agree.
good. The episode was good. Was I'm ready for the next one.
Oh yeah, so to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my fellow my mentor.life coach, Brittany Brown. And Brittany, I
Mhm,
just wanted to talk to you. Well, I just wanted you to give the people a little something about like the areas that you coach in, just in case after
mhm.
like this conversation, they're just like, oh, I like the way she think. Like, oh, I want
Okay.
to know more about her. So tell us more about the areas you coach in, why you decided to become a coach, and
Mhm.
all those jazz, all that good jazz.
I coach in self confidence, breakups. I definitely specialize in breakups. Okay. Um, self esteem. Um, that's pretty much about it. Like breakups. I can touch on relationships for the most part, but my specialties, I love to do self confidence, self love, and breakups. That's where I definitely specialize in for
Okay. And
sure.
why did you
And
decide those areas?
I'm a coach because I wanted to help people, and I don't want to have to go through the heartbreak and the self esteem issues and all of that, and then I reach back and help nobody.
Hmm.
So I feel like I've been through it so much. I don't want nobody else to feel like they're alone because a lot of people go through that stuff and they have nobody to talk to. Their friends give bad advice. You don't need to follow your friends' advice, and I feel like you need to be able to talk to somebody that's not really biased, and they're gonna lead you in the right direction.
Ooh, I love that. You're gonna have to make that a clip. And once you make this a clip of why people should book you. Because you
Got
really,
it. Okay, I'll be working on that.
yeah, like why should you work with me? Yeah, you really said
Uh-huh.
that really well.
Uh-huh.
So that's good. All right, that's so you hear it from yourself, people. If you want an unbiased approach, feedback to what you are going through, breakups, getting your self esteem right. Brittany Brown is your girl. She also has a YouTube channel. You can tell us
Yeah.
a little bit more about your YouTube channel. I mean, some of you guys are watching from her YouTube channel, but if you're
Yeah.
watching my page, Brittany, you could tell them more about your YouTube channel as well.
On my YouTube channel, you know what though? I try to be kind of versatile. Like I do the lunchtime on my YouTube channel where you may see where we're eating on there, relationship advice on there. Soon I'll be talking about nursing since I am going to nursing school. So I'll
Hmm.
be doing nursing videos on there about school, education, my journey in school. But more so, I'm doing relationships. That's what my focus is now. But sometimes you may see a video about nursing or weight loss and dieting and all of that because I want to help you get your life together in a whole, in a whole.
Exactly. Yes. I'm the same way. I'm gonna take you on this
Yes.
journey. Let's win together.
Yes, yes. Let's get it together. Let's eat. Let's get healthy together. Let's do our goals together. Let's go to school. You know what I'm saying? And all that. All that.
Oh gosh. So I'm so glad we were able to talk again today and that you were able to give us a breakdown of the things that you
Mhm.
do. And we'll definitely be back for episode 3. And then if something else goes on the news, we got to talk about as well. Because
Yeah.
I feel like we might do a little impromptu one. Because I want to talk about the
Okay.
safari area
Yeah.
situation.
Oh yeah, I did a video on that, so you make sure y'all go check that out. But yeah, if you want to do impromptu, let me know. We can do impromptu. We can get it together,
Oh,
honey.
all right. Yeah. Especially before you start your class. So,
Yes, yes, yes. See
all right, guys. Thank you again for joining. And we will talk to you soon.
y'all next week.
Bye.